because it's a very controversial topic to some people. And a lot of people don't really actually know what GMOs are or what they actually do for us. And so people assume that they're bad and they don't realize what benefits there actually are. And I was one of those people. I didn't really know too much about them, so I chose GMOs and I did a lot of research on them, and I'm going to inform you on what I found out. So, brief history of GMOs. The first pure DNA strand was isolated in 1935 by a Russian scientist by the name of Andrei Belozersky, and that was from GMOawareness.com. But the first actual GMO patent wasn't until 1980, which was a really big deal because that was the first patent that was given to a living organism. And then GMOs first hit public markets in 1994 with Flavor Saver tomatoes, and that's according to UC Biotech. And they also estimated that about 80% of all of the food in the U.S. is GMOs, regardless if it's said on the packaging or not. So when most people hear GMO or genetically engineered, they think that it's this food that's filled with malicious chemicals that are going to cause cancer and all this stuff. But according to Organic Authority, there are not actually any health consequences that are directly linked to GMOs. An ag science company called Battelle released a statement after they did a very in-depth study about how all of the health cases from GMOs were actually traceable back to chemicals added on to the products after planting or harvesting or packaging, but it was not actually from the genetically engineered DNA. And this is pretty reliable because GMOs are among the most tested food products in the world. I think it was something like the top 10. So it's pretty reliable that these companies, know that it's not going to cause you harm. So GMOs have actually done a lot of good for the world. They produce food that is a lot meatier and goes a lot further. In addition to that, they also have a lot more vitamins and nutrients that a lot of natural plants can lose due to the elements. And it's 80% of our food supply in the U.S., so if GMOs were removed from the market, we would lose more than half of our food, which would be very bad. And this is also for a lot of countries throughout the world. A lot of countries rely on GMOs because they cannot, they don't have the, they don't have the ability to actually grow organic food and mass produce it for their countries. And especially in third world countries, GMOs are really important because they can't afford pesticides and fertilizers that get rid of bugs and stuff. So then all these bugs and everything just get, they eat the food while they're out in the field, and then they have a poor harvest. But GMOs actually prevent a lot of bugs and bacteria growing on the food, and so it thus reduces the use of pesticides and fertilizers in the U.S. That was from Fitness Reloaded. So despite all the concern that a lot of people have about GMOs, they're really not bad. They have a lot of benefits. They help us, to feed a lot of people, to get nutrients that they weren't able to get when, you get nutrients that you can't get with organic foods. So a little investigation, can shed some light on subjects that you don't know that well. And so you might as well spread that information and help end controversial arguments like GMOs.